I'm Natalie from Hobby Base.
Hi, I'm Sophie from Mermaid Treasures.
And today's tutorial is using this fabulous topper collection by Hunkydory called Written in the Stars, and we're going to be making this wonderful easel card. So let's get started.
Okay, so we're going to be making this lovely kind of eagle themed card here, which is an easel card. I'll stand up like this so you can see the side view what it's like. So it can start off flat like a normal card and then open it up and it'll stand up like that. So we're going to be using a couple of sheets of card from the Hunkydory Written in the Stars topper pack. So I'm going to show you which ones we're going to be using. So first of all, we're going to use this one here, which has got gold foil accents. We've got some nice red and kind of orangey hues in that one. And then the second card we're going to be using is this one here, which has got an eagle on the one side and kind of the same kind of reds and oranges on this side that goes with our main card. So I'm only going to be using half of this sheet. I'm going to be using this half of it. So first of all, we're going to need to score our main sheet of card, which is going to be this one. So I'm going to turn it over and then I'm going to score it at 6 inches. And then we're also going to score at 8 6/8. And that is going to create our easel fold. You want to make sure you score this on the reverse side of your card so that when we fold them over, you've got the right side of your card coming through there. So you've got that is going to be on the back of your card and that's the front of your card. Now I don't want to have a plain white inside to my card, so as you can see on here, now I've used this card which the pattern sort of matches the front, so that's from this sheet. So I'm just going to measure that out and then cut it down to size. Just take that out of the way for a moment. So our base here is going to be our 6 inches that we scored by, it's about 8.5, but that is the height of the card anyway, so really all you need to do is measure 6 inches along . I'm going to cut that out. This is my guillotine. So this piece here is going to be the inside of our card. So all we're going to do is just stick that down onto the inside of the card. I'm going to use some double-sided tape. Just run a few strips along here. So we want to make sure it holds nice and secure in our card. And even when you've got this darker piece of card in the middle, you're still going to have the white on this half of the card to write your message as well. So now sometimes with these darker cards it can be hard to write on it depending on what pen you've got, but this one still has got plenty of white space for you to write on. So we just need to make sure we line this up so so we don't have any white card showing. So that is going to be, as you can see, that is what it's going to look like when it's folded up. Now the inside of the card, I'm going to be using some of the elements from this sheet from the topper collection, and we're going to be using the eagle here, and then along the side here you've got two long bands. One of them says wish upon a star repeated the whole way down, and the other one is just the constellation pattern but in the changing colours. It goes from red to yellow to turquoise and blue and then back again. So I'm going to be using this one, which although part of it pops out, because you can cut it to whichever size you want, you're going to need to cut the actual ends off because you can't just press those out. So I'm going to take the line that has just got the constellation on it. Just going to cut that from the sheet. And this I'm going to lay across where we've got this white line across here. And what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to put some little square foam adhesive pads onto the back, and we're going to stick it down, and then we're going to cut it to size because we want to make sure we get the size exactly right. And by using the foam pads on this sheet, you'll be able to use this as the potential stopper for your easel card, so your easel can stand up behind this. Or I'm also going to show you how you can also add an extra sentiment which you can use to stand your card up. It just depends on what sort of look you want really. So I'm just going to stick this down onto here, and you can see on this sheet we've got the turquoise colour in the middle and then the orange on either side going out to the red. So I'm going to try and get the turquoise in the middle, just so that the pattern is kind of evenly spread across the card. So I'm going to stick that onto the white line, just press that in place, and then I'm going to cut off my excess. So we cut one end. You can see that now lines up nicely along there, and again that's got your gold foil accent. And if I show you now, see if you fold over your front, you can have it so that it will stand up using that as the stopper, and then that creates quite a large peak on your triangle, and I want a bit of a tighter one, so I'm going to use an extra sentiment. So on this one I've used one that says thinking of you on your special day. So this is going to be a birthday card. So on this sheet you can see we've got loads and loads of different sentiments. I'm going to use this square one, so we're just going to press that out, and again we're going to use our foam pads. I've got a few thicker ones here. I think these ones are 3mm deep, so you've got a good stopper for your easel card. And I'm going to sit that in the centre of the card and just above this decorative accent that we've added. I'm going to place that there, so that then the card can stand up behind there like that. So that is the inside of our card done. You can see that's going to stand up there. So now I'm going to make the topper for the front of the card. So you can see when the card is laid flat, it just looks like we've got this sort of flat image, but then when it stands up, the frame and part of the image is sitting above the card. So when you've got it sitting down like that, it looks really effective and really pretty, and they won't be expecting it when they see the card like that. This is the fun of easel cards. You get that extra kind of wow moment with them. So for that, we are going to use the eagle centerpiece from this sheet, and then I'm going to be using just the thin gold outer frame. So I'm just going to very carefully press that out, put that to one side for a moment. So we're going to stick our eagle onto the frame so that they're kind of at a 45-degree angle, like that. So what I'm going to do first of all is with my gold frame, I'm going to lay it onto my card, and then with a pencil I'm going to mark where I want the frame to sit. So I want it to sit like that, and you can see I'm working on the reverse of the card, and all I'm going to do is just put a pencil mark on either side where the fold line is on the card, and everything below that, so I'm just going to make some marks so I know that that's the bottom. We're going to stick our tape onto here so that we know exactly where we're going to be sticking the frame down. So I'm just going to add some tape for that one. If you want to, you can use a glue pen. I just want to make sure this really sticks. I'm using some really strong double-sided tape. Of course, if you use something like a glue pen, the glue is still going to be, you know, quite fluid while you're placing it. So if you don't quite place it in the right place, then you can move it while the glue is still wet. When you've got something like double-sided sticky tape, once you've stuck it down, that's it. So it depends on how confident you are as to which sort of adhesive you want to use. So I'm just going to stick that down onto there. So you can see the main frame is stuck, and when it stands up, it's going to be hanging off the card. And then our eagle, we're going to place at an angle on to there. So I'm just going to put some adhesive tape again, kind of from about the halfway point on this one down. If you wanted to, you could stick the eagle onto the frame first and then stick the two on together. Just depends how you like to craft. But for me, this way is quite straightforward. And this tape is known as red tape. You can get it really cheap. It's a really good craft supply, super sticky tape. Really handy for all sorts of different projects, and you can see I've got it in different widths, so depending on your project size, it can be really handy. The tricky thing is always getting your tape off the back. Okay, I'm just going to lay my card flat so that I can stick this onto here. Okay, I'm going to stick that down. And there we go. So now we've got our element on the front, which you can see flat. And then we're going to stand it up. See, like that. So I'm just going to add one extra little element now. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I quite like. We've got this sentiment here. It says sparkle like the stars on your birthday. And as we've got lots of stars on this particular card, I thought that was quite a nice one. It's a nice big sentiment as well. So it's again from the same sheet. Just going to use some of my foam pads to stick this one on. And we're just going to stick that on to the bottom half of the front piece at a slight angle. Stick that on like that, and there you have it. Another really easy easel card.
That's it for this week, guys. We hope you enjoyed that tutorial. If you did, give us a thumbs up on the video, leave us a comment and let us know what you think, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the latest videos that we're sharing here on Hobbybase. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. See you soon. Happy crafting. Bye.
Bye.